All right, guys. Well, welcome. My name is Casey, and I am your host tonight. I know last week we had the amazing Vicky Cook, who I know some of you enjoyed. The recording was absolutely incredible, and this is just for people who are participating. So a lot of it does have to do with that, just inspiration, plugging into kind of what's going on. And I'm just going to kind of start out with a little bit of some personal development, and then we will backtrack it and we'll get into the action steps. You know, they say that action is the last step in the creation process. Action being the last step in the creation process. So let me go ahead and I am just going to, there we go. And then you guys can unmute yourself, see if you have any questions or anything like that as we're going. So again, with action being that very last step in the creation process. And I remember, starting Isagenix, back in August of 2012. And I didn't know anything about personal development, the laws, universal laws, and that's also going to be, I'm going to share a video with you guys, and I know a lot of you guys have seen it. Every single time I see it, though, I get more aha moments, and it's by Bob Proctor. And for anybody who doesn't know Bob Proctor, he's absolutely amazing. Just him and Les Brown. I don't care how many times I've seen any of their videos, I could watch them over and over and over again. And you guys feel free, that's the thing too, that we're in this world of technology. And so you guys, might be on here, maybe you're just dipping your toe into the business. Maybe you're, putting both feet in, but maybe, you've decided to cannonball in, depending on, whatever level that you are in. But it's just the person that we get to become is just such a part of this journey. And I did a call the other day, and I talked about having success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So success without fulfillment being one of our ultimate failures. And so, think about where you are in your life. Maybe you can take like Isagenix outside of your life. I imagine if you're on this call, though, that you are building an Isagenix business to some degree. Maybe you just want to be a part of the awesome community too. But, I was really thinking about that personally, and thinking about how even when we hit these certain milestones, or when I remember hitting first 3-star and becoming a 6-figure earner in Isagenix, and then taking it okay, and then went and go to the next rank, and then 6-star was massive too, and then trying to do those jumps to 7, and then it's like all of those things, and I don't know that I was ever really taking the time to be fulfilled in those moments, though, to be actually enjoy the ride. Thinking about maybe motherhood too, for so many of you guys, motherhood, fatherhood, if you're a parent, and just the success just along the journey of raising your kids and seeing them grow, seeing them develop, into these incredible human beings. And that's really part of it, is being able to enjoy the journey. And so I know for so many of us who are planting, seeds and reaching out to people currently right now, it really is like, that is the successful part. The success isn't, the success is not truly hitting a certain rank advancement or getting a new title. Like that is just a result from doing all the day in and day out things of the seed planting. And I think of seed planting, we often think of, okay, how many seeds are we planting with other people? But I want to talk about, what are the seeds that we're planting in our minds? What are the seeds that we're planting in our mind? Doing some study on Mechanic to Millionaire. He was referring to, Bob Proctor wrote a book called You Were Born Rich. Wallace Wattles wrote a book called The Science of Getting Rich. A lot of us have heard of David Cameron Gandhi's book, A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And every single one of those books is focused on creating additional wealth, having wealth in our lives, being able to just pull in this massive abundance into our lives. And money is currently the exchange that we get to have freedom from. Why? Because money buys my time buys my freedom, and my freedom allows me to pursue those things that I'm passionate about, to spend more time with those who I love, to really be able to control my life and live it by design, instead of just being at the circumstance at everything. And so, but every single one of those books, if you think about it, it wasn't about a particular vehicle or job or a skill set. It was all about your mental muscles, our mental muscles, and how we think. Tony Robbins going over with interviewing all these billionaires, every single one of them had the same thing in common, and their mindset. It is how they think and what it is that they think about all day long when they're getting into action, when they're taking the steps of building their businesses, of building their legacies. And, you know, and I always love to ask this to people if I'm speaking or something, and it's, if I talk to my friends the way that I talk to myself, right, beat myself up, would I have any friends? Would you hang around you if if you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Think about just how hard we are on ourselves, how we're always focusing on what we're not doing right. We don't take the time to say, gosh, Casey, you did a really good job today. Like, I'm really proud of you for stepping outside of your comfort zone and reaching out to someone who normally you may never would have done that. My gosh, I'm really proud of you. Like, you've really taken, you know, steps to change your health. Like, that's really awesome. And starting to really focus on what it is that we're doing well. Because, you know, if we focus on those strengths, it's going to start to breed more and more strengths. And we can tweak the things that we don't do so well, you know, as we go on, but really just capitalizing the things that we do well. I think that that's just something that's just been so remarkable for me on this journey of personal development and Isagenix. And so for those of us who are in the 90-day game plan, we are in our third week. So we're in week 3, and I know that it is opened up in the back office. And what's exciting is we have a week 3 promotion that's going on right now. And so regardless of whatever level you're playing in the 90-day game plan, this is awesome for everybody. You know, 10% off new members on the orders of 150 BV or higher, business volume or higher on their order. And don't forget, you know, we still have the first 3 for free shipping, you know, all of those things that we get to use while we're moving forward in our game plan. And so that is super exciting. So I'm going to talk about what it is that we're doing this week. We've already, you know, and two guys, just on your why, on if that's something that's not been clear to you yet as to why you're doing this. And I was talking to Morgan and Cindy, and, you know, we've been in Isagenix for a while, and, you know, just our whys, you know, what our why was originally. Well, Morgan's was to, you know, come home and be home with Joshua. That's what was on her vision board. And she's able to work from home and all the stuff that she does for us and building an Isagenix business. So now it's, well, coming home anymore, that can't be the driving factor because she's home. That was originally it. You know, I know Cindy was sharing she wanted her son out of daycare. Well, that meant that, you know, her husband was going to need to come home. So she was going to need to retire him and then her son. So that was that pulling why for her. For me, you know, wanting to retire my husband so he wouldn't go through deployments. That was my initial one. And so really thinking about, okay, has it really been revamped enough? So thinking about maybe where you are right now, or maybe there's whys are changing, or always getting, you know, again, just redefining it and crystal clear. Because the thing is again, remember, action is said to be the very last step in the creation process, and creation really does work backwards. It's you know, what we see and what we feel is really, and what we picture on our vision boards that we're doing and what we're looking at, then that kind of goes backwards and starts the whole creation process for us. And same thing, you know, what does our business look like? What does our business look like? What do the people in our business look like? I would love for everyone, this one just came to me. I didn't actually have this written down, but I'm going to add it in. So for this week, and we can all share it, and I encourage everybody to go through each other's files if you're participating in the 90-day game plan, or you can also just put it in the opportunity groups that we put in there. Write down the qualities of the leaders that you're attracting into your business. The qualities of the leaders that you're attracting into your business, maybe the health-minded people, maybe the product users, the qualities of the product users that you're attracting into your business, and the builders. And really, you know, we're going to put those up. We're going to focus on those and write those down. And I encourage everybody, I believe Shanna has hers up, but that is something that's so powerful. I have mine up on my chalkboard. I have, I don't even know, maybe 25 qualities that I'm looking at every single day. I say, I attract, all in, positive, energetic, health conscious, confident, coachable, hungry, courage, provide recognition, integrity, loving, relatable, sincere, teacher and student, visionary, self-directed, going first, readers, it's going on and on and on, right? But so, and I say I am and I attract, that's something that we really want to start to look at when we're on this personal development growing. Do you guys show a screen showing? Is it just me, or do you guys see a screen? Hold on, I'm gonna unmute Lori because she's right there. Do you see a screen? Kelly Lee's screen.
Yeah, Kelly. Kelly, I don't know what you did.
All right, hold on one second. Hey, Kelly, we got your screen. Don't pull anything up that you don't want anybody to see.
I saw my message about tonight's meetings. Yeah, good thing that's all it says.
Why I get this? Do you have anybody that you want to celebrate, Lori? Why I
Yes, my girls are on here. They were just on the last call, both Kelly and Stephanie, who are both just 1 and 2 weeks into the program, both doing super on their weight loss, looking into the business part of it, and just really open to learning. So they're doing amazing. Oh, there we go. Hi. I'm really proud. I'm really, really proud. I'm so excited for my team to just watch them grow and see people just get excited about wanting to share the products. And hey, it's so great. That was my focus for this year, was to really put into others and help them. So they're doing super.
love it, love it, love it, love it. So we'll have some more shares. So you guys definitely keep the shares. Congrats, ladies. I know you guys are rocking it, and you got a wonderful coach and mentor with Lori. All right, so we're going to have the qualities down. Write those qualities down. Write those down. Think about them. Really think about, who do you want to work with? Like, these are the people that you're going to be working with as you're going through your list. As you're writing down those types of qualities when you're working with your list, right? Pull over and write any more of those names down too. Always keep growing to the list. Always be connecting. Always be, growing that list that we're working on. I know in the back office right now, underneath the training, in the training section, if you did the week 3 on that, on your 90-day game plan, that right there has that we are reaching out to 10 more people. Now, I want to take it though to where it says 10 more people, and I want to make sure that we're doing 10 presentations this week. Not just that we're reaching out to 10 people or connecting with people. Every day, you guys, 5 to 10 people. If you can do 5 to 10 people new connections a day, I know that that's not in the actual 90-day game plan, but that's in ours. 5 to 10 new connections every single day. Keep that up. When I was doing a 3-way call with Jennifer Trinkner the other day, somebody asked her, they said, what's your secret to be the #1 business builder worldwide? She said, every single day I connect with 10 to 20 people a day. Every day I connect to 10 to 20 people a day, and it's compounded over time. So, depending on where we are, full-time, spare time, part-time, 5 to 10 connections a day. That's going to be a weekly thing. That's going to be continuous throughout our 90-day game plan, and hopefully forever plan, right, with Isagenix. But for sure, while you're in a 90-day game plan, like 5 to 10 connections a day. Now, of those people that you're reaching out to, though, you might have to reach out to 30 people to get to 10 presentations. You know what I'm saying? So this week, it's all about not just reaching out and connecting and saying, hey, but it's actually doing a presentation for somebody, getting them in front of a video, and directly either speaking to them, calling them by phone. The product page, that is part of a presentation, but then again, for me, it's still going to be setting up the appointment, calling, them. That's my goal, is to be speaking directly to 10 people. So allow that to be your goal. Too, it does also talk about just with the continued social media. I know that we're all, doing that with our, 10-4-1, or just putting those content posts out there, the attraction marketing, the value. Also this week, we're going to be watching the Fast Track to Executive video. So it's fasttracktoexecutive.com. fasttracktoexecutive.com. And so we're going to be going to that too. And then we're going to have, just like, I loved how Vicki did the 3 takeaways I loved reading everybody's takeaways too, that is doing the files, just of what they took away from, Start With Why with Simon Sinek. And I thought that was really great. So definitely 3 takeaways from the Bob Proctor video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys too. And this will all be typed up so you guys can see, but we're going to do the Bob Proctor videos. And so yeah, that's going to be our task list for anything that you haven't done. I'm going through the file. Looks like everybody's doing really great. Again, keep working on your vision boards, getting those clear. I don't think a true vision board is ever fully complete and fully finished, because we keep living, we keep growing, we keep changing things. I know I'm always adding different things and changing it up, but we have the foundation, you guys. We have the foundation. Keep listening to the 3 podcasts also from Amplified. So 3 podcasts also this week from Amplified. Are you guys enjoying those? David Woods is just awesome, isn't he? He is just absolutely stellar. And then also, I'm going to encourage everyone. I was getting back into it, and I hadn't been listening to them quite nearly as much as I used to when I started. And I was going through my podcast and I started listening to a bunch of Isagenix podcast ones on the Isagenix podcast app, and it's isagenixpodcast.com. And I was listening to people, just some of the wealth creation and some of the science. And I was like, man, I've been missing out. I haven't been doing these as consistently as I did in the beginning that got me to the place where I'm at now. Why on earth would I not still be continuing to do those? So I'm also going to put out there, I encourage everybody to do one a day, one podcast a day. From Isagenix Podcasting. This is your $1 million business for a 90-day game plan. So I think that that's something that can easily be done driving, because we got to keep that, development, always be putting into our minds, always what it is that we want to be learning in this Isagenix business completely. And, for sure, I saw a lot of people were listening to 101 Ways by Wayne Dyer, which really excited me. That's my go-to personal development CD, hands down. But as long as we're doing those things, we're doing our leaders, we're setting up our contacts. We're going to go through the Bob Proctor, you guys, and watch it until it like really resonates with you. Cause he's really going to talk about, we all hear about, okay, we saw the movie, The Secret. We hear about the law of attraction and, just this whole craze that took over about this whole law of attraction thing. But do we understand it? I know that I believe in it 100%, but obviously my understanding and my application of it still falls short if everything that I'm desiring, if I have not hit certain goals yet, right? I'm falling short of it somewhere, but let it become cellular. Let it become cellular. And I'm telling you, it's mind blowing. Just Bob Proctor, the way that he describes it, watch it 3, 4, 5 times if need be. But it's just truly, truly remarkable. So I want to open up the floor. And again, we'll get all that posted in the group. If you're not doing the 90-day game plan and you're not, updating your file and keeping up, do it however you're doing it with your accountability or whatnot. If the files are not being updated though, we have, I think about 40 people have already, gone out, which is fine. So it's, it's just to help us narrow it down for all those who are participating in it with the files and whatnot. So again, awesomeness last week from the amazing Dixie Cook, but I would love to open it up if anybody has anybody that they want to celebrate right now. Hold on. Oh yeah, one more thing too with the events, you guys, Isagenix events. Vicki put it in the she put it in the 90-day action plan group. She put it in the 90-day action plan group, but those are events. Also make it a goal to have somebody to talk to people about those events. I'm making it a goal for me to have 3 people at Super Saturdays throughout for February, right? So I'm not doing any more Super Saturdays personally, but at least 3 people that I'm reaching out and connecting to have it a Super Saturday. The list throughout the country is all on this one little flyer. And as we all know, events are the game changer that changes everything and really puts that out there. So that's a goal that I'm going to have. And how many people am I going to probably need to reach out to have 3 people that might not be huge builders or that I'm just trying to cast the vision to? I'm probably going to have to ask a good number of people, but that's my goal for the month of February. Woohoo! David Woods is the special trainer. Oh, let's celebrate that for Raylene. That's so remarkable. She won 2 tickets to go to like the New Year's kickoff in Canada, their version. And David Woods is going to be training there. And if you've never had training from David Woods, you guys, that's why I love Universities in Action, because David Woods is there. So don't forget that. We got the Cepedas event coming up in March, the kind of Express Cepeda ICU. We have the one in Atlanta is going to be coming up, and the one in New Jersey is happening. So there's so many events. If you guys have not been to an event, you got to get there. You got to get your team there. It has to be priority. It has to be priority. It has to be priority. It cannot be optional. Events cannot be optional in this business at all. And so do you guys know how to raise your hand? Phoenix in a couple weeks. Yes, yes. Well, I'm just so proud. I know people that I've been working with, like Karen, you're just, so dedicated and doing the things and sending it and the questions. Stephanie, I know you're super dedicated. I know you guys with Amanda and Milena, and you guys all got together the other night and did vision board parties. And, that's what it is too, you guys. Like if you have a vision board party, like have something fun with your team. Have it with one, even if they're not in Isagenix, right? Have a vision party with somebody, like do something that's going to be a little fun for you too. Lori can't raise hand. I don't know why that is. You're unmuted, Lori.
Hi. So I just wanted to add a couple things. I'm here. I was just realizing it's like late and I haven't made my shake yet. But I had put down there, I was listening to Angelique Norries. It was an old Start. I love the Start videos. If you guys are looking for something to watch, like a different podcast. I mean, I listen to podcast and videos and it's always going. And the whole Start video, I listen to PK Smith. But Angelique Norrie, I just finished right before Katie's call, and she was talking about the same thing, like doing the mundane, did the same thing every day, even when you're top of the top. Susan Sly, everybody does the same 5 things every day. They reach out to 3 people, they pour love into people, they do the same thing every day. It doesn't change, it never changes, but we're getting the luxury of being able to do that from home and building a legacy, which is just, I mean, when you think about that, it's so crazy. So the Start videos are such a great, if you just want to listen to something, just get on the Start videos. They have great ideas and really, really inspirational, that age group is. And talking about events too, I wanted to point out for some people that are newer on here that, saying that you can't afford an event, and I totally understand. I was with another company years and years ago and went to my first event, which was a total game changer. But you can also look at volunteering opportunities. So if you have something close to you, you just go to the volunteering, you'd have to look up the email, but I think it's like volunteer@isagenixcorp.com or something. But get on the list to volunteer, and you'll still see a lot of the event, especially the ICUs or University in Action. Gotta see David Wood. Oh my God, he's awesome. But that, and they give you, then they give you a ticket for the next one. So like if you did Celebration or something, and then they'll give you another ticket, I think, for NYKO or Celebration the next year. So it's kind of a way, like if you're like, oh, I just started, I haven't even made any money, but I really want to go to something, see if there's any volunteer opportunities. So, and definitely hit a Super Saturday. They are everywhere. I'm like always putting online. Does anybody live near this town? Can go. Somebody went. I know Casey, you spoke to her. I think you guys at Gretchen up in Michigan, and she's going to sign up in March. So, I mean, definitely just because you don't live near them doesn't mean they can't go.
Yes, that's right. You guys utilize these tools. I'm glad you mentioned that, Lori. Also on the 90-day game plan for Isagenix that they're doing, they said to be sure to plug into that February 7th start call. And startyourlife.com does have a lot of great videos and stuff like that and training on it too. So that's just another tool. You know what I mean? If you really think about this, if you're getting off and you're starting, I mean, it just as much time every waking moment, to really be pouring into building your business and building your mindset and your belief and around everything, hearing different stories. It's so critical. So, all right. I don't know can you guys unmute yourself? Can somebody try to unmute themselves just so I know?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else they want to say? We'll get it. We'll get all the things in the 90-day action plan for those of you who are participating, and we'll get our files rocking and rolling. It's just the mundane. Mastering the mundane. It ain't glamorous, right? When it's behind the scenes and whatnot, but what it leads to is, and it's connecting people. And who knows, that message, that connection could end up being your next very best friend that you just get to meet and change the world together. Endless possibilities. So I'm excited though to share the Bob Proctor, and that one will be going in all the groups and stuff too. So you guys be sure to check that out and just watch it over and over again. It's a short video. It's not that long, but it's powerful. It's one of my all-time favorite videos. And I was really thinking about what to share tonight. And I was going through a lot of my lists, and I was thinking, okay, some Wayne Dyer, some Les Browns, and I was like, you know what though, like this Bob Proctor one that really talks about the law of vibration being what truly the law law of attraction is, and to really understand that and how we're feeling and how our feelings are associated. Same thing, so when we're producing and we're doing those mundane, that we can be in a state of success and feeling successful, even if we're not seeing this end result yet. Because we're doing what creates success. We're in that middle of it. We're in those action steps. So that's super exciting. So, all right, guys. Well, if nobody has anything else that they want to say, so good seeing faces, hitting the arrow button.
March 4th.
Savannah, March 4th. Yes, yes, yes. I will be there with bells on.
Ernie will be there.
February 18th, too, I know, is Greenville. February 18th is Greenville this month, guys. Cindy's going to be speaking at that one. So Greenville, South Carolina. So if you guys know anybody in those areas, let's rock and roll it. So
is anybody else going to Cepeda? I signed up. Anybody else going? No? Just me?
I might be, Lori. I haven't decided.
Who's that?
Morgan.
Oh, hey, Morgan. Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I know it's gonna be really good. It's every, baseball, every single that, and the Super Saturday, and then I got Jersey, and
you don't have to go to all the events, guys. Don't feel overwhelmed. You don't have to go to all of them by any means. But what's so great is they're always there. I can say this, the Cepedas being the number one income earners in Isagenix quite often between them and the Hagedorns. They rarely open up their trainings to the entire company, and a lot of times it's just for their team that they do it. And the training that I went down to, it was truly, truly incredible. The one that I saw that they just did a remarkable job. So top notch all the way. But the Cepeda is really, and I don't know if you guys listen to that podcast that I shared. I did share a podcast that they did with David Woods. I said this is really one of my favorite ones that I listened to last week. And it really, the Cepedas shared their story and really why they consider Isagenix to be the cream of the crop and what they were looking for to where they would have ever even gotten back in the industry. We all hear that, oh, my company's the best, my company's the best, my company is this, but they really break it down. I'll share that podcast again too. I'll make sure I put that in the opportunity groups. I know I put it in the 90-day game plan group, but that's whose event that is.
That's what made me decide to go. And it's only $159 for 3 days. So, I know a lot of people right up by Charlotte. So, geez, if you get a chance to go, that's pretty inexpensive for an event.
Yep, no doubt it is. So, I'll put that one in there too. So, all right, guys. Well, let's have a just rockin' week. Connect. Reach out. And hey,
Missy wrote us that
Stephanie
event.
trying to talk, or was she just waving? Okay. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, come on.
Missy wrote is an event you would take a prospect to, and I think on the first night that they are doing an open. I'd have to look at it now, but I think that they are doing an open thing on the first night. So
I want to make sure that everybody's aware of those. When you're talking about universities, Isagenix universities, or I think the Cepeda University, because it's going to probably follow the same thing. I want to make sure that you guys do know that first night, that Thursday night, generally it's 7 o'clock, 7 to 8, is an opening to bring people to, that is an opportunity to experience Isagenix. And generally they're pretty freaking awesome of the people that they have presenting there. So that's something that you can always utilize too. And that's free. Free for guests. So definitely utilize those, experience Isagenix. And I can't wait to have Raylene come back and teach from the NYKO up in the RWOK, right? What is it called? Hold on. Yeah, RWKO, the RWKO. She's going to come back and teach the goodness on that. So, all right. Well, if nobody has anything else they'd like to say, I've been speaking for a while. So, all right, guys. Well, everybody have a good night, and we'll get all the goodies posted. So we'll see you guys next week, and we're going to have a different hostess with the mostest, bringing you guys some goodness for our week 4 in our 90-day game plan. 1 month of our few months of our 90-day game plan will be heading behind us. So, all right, let's get in action. Last step.
All right, thank you.
You're first.